Guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you were watching this video, you probably just graduated, and if you did, congratulations to the class of 2019. I just forgot the year for a second. I was in your shoes a year ago, and I definitely can have some maybe similarities to how you're feeling right now. Probably, you know, happy, relieved to be out of school, but also kind of scared, kind of don't know, probably have some unknowns of like what's going to happen in the future. And I'm here today to give you guys some advice and, you know, some things I probably really didn't know before I graduated. So I want to tell you guys so you guys don't have to feel the same way I did. So today, while I talk about some post-grad advice, I will be reviewing Brooklyn Botany. They sent me 3 of their scrubs, and I actually am feeling like I might try 2 of them, I'm not sure. So they sent me the activated charcoal scrub. This is what it looks like. I also got the sweet orange scrub. I might be a little too bright for my camera, but that's the sweet orange one. And I also got the watermelon one. So those are the 3 scrubs I got. The watermelon and sweet orange one are both for like, I guess, hydration and moisturizing. So these, all 3 of these can be used on face and body. I feel like I'm just going to be using mostly on my face today. I might do my elbows. I might. This is how the charcoal mask, well, charcoal scrub looks like inside of here. It looks kind of crystally. It smells really good. I don't really know the smell, but it's pretty pleasant. And then this is how the watermelon one looks. I couldn't get it fully open. I didn't want to like all the scrub to go over the place, but this is how it looks. I have to like mix it up a little bit. Let me see if it will focus. But yeah, this is how it looks. I had to mix it up just a little bit, but it smells really good too. And I love the purple. I love the purple, even though that's not the color of watermelon, but we're gonna go with it. Okay guys, so I'm back. I went to the bathroom and I put the watermelon. I don't know if you guys can see it all over my face. My camera is kind of blurring it. This is the watermelon scrub I have on my face. I also put it on my elbow area. So hopefully we will get some smooth elbows after this. But you definitely did have to dampen the face and do it like while it's damp. I don't really use scrubs that much, so that was definitely a learning curve for me. We're gonna get right into the advice. When did it hit for me? For sure, it definitely hit in August when I realized I wasn't going back to school. I think it was just like the fact that I was so used to always getting ready to like pack up my stuff and get ready to go move back in, and that just wasn't happening anymore. Like that wasn't my August, my next thing. Like I was going to be working, and that was a little of an adjustment for me, for sure. Obviously I'm good now, but in the beginning it definitely was an adjustment because I definitely started missing school a little bit because I wasn't going back. Also, now that I'm working, you realize that you took your breaks for granted, because now you have to schedule when you're off and you don't have as much days off, so you have to schedule that. And you were so used to having breaks in college and school and having winter break, spring break, summer break, and none of that is real in work. Like you do get holidays, but like not as much as you used to. The postgrad is definitely an interesting time because it's the first time, I guess like personally in my life, but I feel like in a lot of postgrad, like newly grads lives, that it's like your first time that you don't have a set thing to do. I mean, unless you were already knowing that you had to go to grad school, then you do have a set thing. But for most undergrads, you don't have like a set thing you're gonna do after graduation. You were in school for all these years, like 18 years of school, from like pre-K up until college, 18 years. And now you're out of school and you have the choice of grad school, you have the choice of working, you know, you have to really just figure out what you want to do in your life. And I think that uncertainty scares a bit of people, and I don't think it's a bad thing, because I think it's a time for you to really learn about yourself and really, figure out what you want to do. The next thing I want to say to you guys is your social life will decrease. I mean, maybe you're a very social person and you always make time for it, but I definitely experienced a smaller social life after graduating. Being in college, you're always around your friends, and in post-grad, you might not be around your friends. You might not have the time to be around your friends. Like, you might be working and you have to schedule and plan a date in advance, not a day, because most times it's like more than weeks for me. But yeah, you gotta plan ahead of time, and it's a little bit more difficult because you're so used to being able to just call your friend, or maybe even go to the other room or go to the floor to go see your friends and hang out. That was a big adjustment. And also, like, making the effort to stay in contact with your friends, because everyone gets busy, and yeah, it's difficult, but you can get through it. The next thing is, it's okay to move back home. Guys, I moved back home, and honestly, I'm grateful because I do not have the extra bill of rent a month. But I'm honest, because moving back home, you do save a lot of money. It's really good to still have home-cooked meals and all of that. Yeah, you had your freedom at school. Like, if you were living on campus or even just like a little off campus, you had that freedom of not living under the same roof as your parents, and your parents asking like where you're going all the time, or who you're going with, or all this stuff. Kind of like you could go and come as you please. So coming back to living under the same roof is definitely an adjustment, but I think it is an adjustment to withstand and like adjust to, because you do have a lot of benefits to living at home. So if you have the option to, I would definitely say at least stay home, for like a year or so before you decide really and get settled in your job and all that stuff. Post-grad depression, it's definitely real. And obviously I don't really want to say it's real, but it is. For me, it was more so because I started missing school. But for others, it's more so about not being able to find a job. I was lucky to get a job before graduating, so I can't really speak from experience about not being able to find a job, but just from talking to some of my other friends who had more of a struggle finding a job, stay positive. Try not to let that depression get a hold of you, because you went to college to learn a lot, to really understand what you want to do. That degree is eventually going to get you somewhere. Don't lose hope in yourself. Don't feel like you're not good enough. It's gonna get better with time. There's definitely gonna be a job there for you. And maybe it's not your dream job. Maybe it's not the job you wanted to start off with, but it is a job. Next thing I would say is take a break. This is the last time you're gonna have a whole long period of time where you really don't have any obligations. Like, no schoolwork and no actual work. So there's really no restrictions, unless you do have a summer job. But besides that, there's no restrictions. And honestly, I wish I would have done something with my friends or something that, would have commemorated us graduating. So I would definitely, if you have the money and you have the time, definitely take that, because you'll look back on it with, a good feeling. Lastly, I would like to say is everyone has their own timeline. At 22, everyone tells you like you graduated, you should you feel like you have to know what you're supposed to be doing. There are people that I work with who still don't know what they're doing, so do not feel pressured to have it all together, because everyone's still figuring it out, In the age of social media, everyone is posting their successes. So don't get caught up in that, because no one is showing you their failures. So you don't know what it took for that person to get to their success. Still work on yourself and still work on where you want to be. It's okay if you have to take an extra semester. You have to take an extra year. Don't compare yourself to people who, graduate in the 4-year timeline. It's totally fine, and you're still gonna get a job. You still are gonna have the same degree, a 4-year degree. But to conclude this video, post-grad is definitely an adjustment, but it's cool. You know, it honestly, even though I don't like adulting, I'm not gonna lie, loads not gonna come up on you, you're working, you might get some extra bills that you rack up, so there's definitely some downsides to adulting. Not gonna lie about that. But it is cool because you definitely feel like you're coming into your own and really figuring out what you like and what you don't like, how you are as a person. And you don't have the stress of school at all. I do not miss that school life and like stressing over exams and papers and all that stuff. And you will be amazing at whatever you choose to do after you graduate. This scrub is so good. I'm about to go take it off, so I'll be right back. So guys, I am back. I definitely feel smoother for sure. My elbows, as soon as I took off the scrub from my elbows, I felt really smooth and honestly moisturized, but I did want to add a little bit of moisturizer myself just to, you know, be sure. But I definitely would recommend it. It smells really good and it really felt good like scrubbing it on when my face was really damp. Definitely check out Brooklyn Botany. They are from Brooklyn, honestly. That's not just the name. They are made in Brooklyn, so definitely check them out. But yeah, thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!